Easy to understand the people.
One another. They get to understand and also to appreciate. Yeah, they appreciate the culture of the other community. Good? Yes.
My name is Abisala. I am 19 years old. I am a Form 4 this year in Agadera Secondary School. In fact, the student life in Agadera is a life-challenging situation, and it is so hard to be paired with. In fact, I have started my schooling from nursery, and I have undergone primary education within the camp. I promoted from primary in the year 2008 and joined this school, Agadera Secondary School.
My name is Mohammed Malin Abukar. I'm 21 years old. I was living in Agadera for 5 years. I came from Mogadishu, the capital.
How do you find life in Agadera as a student?
In fact, I could not adapt when I came to Agadera refugee camp because of it is very, very hot. The temperatures are very high, and it seems to me that I could no longer live in the refugee camp. And also there's a lot of problems, particularly constant malarial attacks in the camp because it's a semi-desert, and 3 months does not pass you until you are caught by malaria. And you know there are no drugs that maybe eradicate this disease. It is a constant problem in this camp, particularly for the students who cannot concentrate while they are suffering from this.
School is a day school. We come to school early in the morning, that is 6 a.m. and we go from it at 4 in the afternoon. So soon we go from here, we just connect some batteries, that is the dry batteries, to a torch lamp, and then we try to at least get a source of light, be it dim or enough to read at night, of which you may not even read with at 30 minutes consecutive. So we also experience that problem at home.
Despite those problems, there are also so many because the teachers are not enough, the facility in the school, both the teachers are not enough maybe for a large students of 700 students maybe here, and the teachers are very few. Also, the other problem is that, you know, we are Somalis by nationality, and where we are learning is here, Kenya, because we do the national examinations of like Kenyan students. So some of the subjects like history and geography, we cannot adapt because we are forced to learn maybe the history, geography, and maybe the language of which is not ours.
In fact, there are so many challenges facing the students in the camp, in that they are not economically fit. That is, they cannot keep on with their education as any other normal student in this world, because they don't have the basic needs of education. That is, they are not actually supported with the requirements of and stationaries of a student. They don't have enough books, pens, and even uniform to go to school. Apart from that, when it comes to promoting from a class to class, it becomes a situation of bargaining. That is, the enrollment of new students in the secondary schools is another deplorable situation, because as you wish to pass from primary to secondary and pursue your education up to university level, you cannot achieve your dreams.
The youth in this camp, they are generally really demoralized, because you may see a student who finished Form 4, who is a worker, just getting a minor 5,000. So some of them, if you tell them, please, why don't you go to school, they may tell you, what will I do with education? A Form 4 leaver is earning 5,000. Will I be better than him or her?
Boys like me join the market is because of less chances of secondary school. For example, my year in 2007, we were 120 students in the class. We have done KCPE. Only 20 of us got the chance to join the secondary school. The rest 100 have joined to the market. So I will have urged the implementing agents to increase the chance of giving secondary education to the students so that they all become educated. In fact, most of the number of boys who are here, teenage boys and girls, try the primary education, but the problem becomes when it's in promoting from primary to secondary, and the most problem is because of the less chances of secondary school.
So as a solution, I could have said the agencies to implement some or to build some centers for them, like training centers, life skills, and something of that sort, such that they can boost their life, and they can be encouraged, in other words.
Problems, the way you can solve problems, yes?
Yes, it makes you proud so long you are learning, you are traditional and practicing. Makes the person very proud of this culture.
Culture. Very good. You become proud. You see other people are learning my culture. I'm proud of your. You have to be proud of your culture, isn't it? We should learn to live our culture. You have to take your culture, and then he says, when you get to tell other people your culture, you become proud. You have your culture, you maintain your culture, and also you are teaching other people the culture. Yes, any other person? Yes.
Help us to understand our history.
Our past history helps us understand the past history. Very good.
I personally, as a lady, I face so many challenges. Like you may see a boy telling you, go and get married, why do you have to learn? Why are you here? They may even try to insist. So you have, whatsoever they say, you should not, you have to turn deaf ears to their words and views and just continue to achieve your goal. And I don't show concern to their words. And basically, female are exploited like that.
Most of the Somalis are male juvenists, and so they educate boys, and they say girls. I don't get benefit for educating a girl, because one day she will follow a man, and I will not get her benefit. So I don't think what's going in Somalia would have happened if the people of Somalia would be female juvenists, because when we educate females, it's like you have educated a whole community, So I would have preferred to, though I prefer both to be educated, but I like to female education.
Educated mother can help a child, but educated father cannot satisfy his children, because basically mothers are closely related to their children. So both are of equal importance, but educating ladies is more important than that of boys. And by the way, we can say they are the backbone of the society. And you may see maybe an idea which cannot be brought by a man, can be brought by an educated mother or educated lady, though they specifically and particularly think and care for the community.
Maybe this generation of Somalia is the one that's pioneering for the education. Maybe most of us, if you count, 99% our parents are not educated. They've never gone to school. So that's the major problem, as I think. So I would have liked to keep in mind that one day, one time, we will all join hands, came from different parts of the world, and try to get a final solution to the problems of Somalia. And that can only be gotten through education. So I would have advised them to also educate their children, if they are mother, if they are parents, and if they are maybe youth or youngsters, to concentrate and work hard in education.
It has been said, education is the key to life. So that if the child is educated, he assures that he or she will do better for his parent and for his nationality. For example, if all people are educated in our motherland, for example, this one is Somalia, they will not be in such mood. So that I will urge that all children should be educated as the age that they are supposed to be.
Here we came from different parts of Somalia, and I think the education has become a uniting factor maybe in this camp, and students are not segregated according to, and there is no more discrimination, because it seems that we have a common intention or a common aim here, that is education, and maybe to get a solution for the problem of Somalia, which can only, I'm very sure, can only be gotten through education, because ignorance is the main problem that is dragging Somali country.
When you're a refugee, you have no freedom. You can't afford anything. You can't get books. You can't get enough things for your education or learning. So life students in Hagadera is not good.
And actually, I know nothing about Somalia, but I was brought up in this camp as a refugee. But if I get a sustainable life there, and if it gets peace, I really like to go back and see it, how it looks like, and then at least reach a solution to whatever I gain from education.
How do you call yourself? Somali, Kenyan?
And that's in fact a rhetorical question. I cannot and take myself into any nationality, because I was once born in Somalia. I was brought here while I was 40 days age, and in fact I've never seen Somalia. I've never went back to Somalia. I was brought up in this Kenyan country, and in fact I thank for the Kenyan government of giving me security and whatever. And now if I get another life normal, I will be going back to Somalia, but I cannot call myself to be a Kenyan nor neither Somali, because I was only born there. I now have no nationality at all, since I didn't acquire that of Somali and the one of Kenya. I'm a refugee, by the way.
bulshayahay aqoontiyo ku dadaala waxbarashada bulshayahay aqoontiyo ku dadaala waxbarashada bulshayahay aqoontiyo ku dadaala waxbarashada